Hey, I hope I'm doing this right. Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. I'm hoping my phone is not like upside down or something weird. I don't know. Anyway, this is a pre-recorded video. Today is Thursday, April the 9th, 2026. I am doing the hashtag ABC April 2026 challenge, whatever. I'm not real sure if we call it a challenge or what we're calling it. Anyway, that's what I'm working on. And the letter today is the letter H, which I didn't put anything out here with the letter H on it. Let me do that real quick. A little piece of paper here I can do it on. H. And I'm doing house, hold, or handmade, something like that. So I'm using things I have around the house just to make some things. I needed some background papers. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm doing this bubble blowing technique, which I did this a couple years ago, not on a thing, but I had just learned about it. And I was trying to remember how to do it today. And I was struggling with how to remember and how I did it. But here we are. Actually, right now this is a navy blue. These are acrylic paints mixed with dish soap and water. And you blow your bubbles, and then you put it on your paper, or however the best way you can find to put it on your paper. Seems like I used a spatula last time, but I don't know what containers I'm using because I'm having trouble getting the spatula to work. So I'll show you a couple different things I'm doing. So here goes. Let me just slide that up there. So one thing you can do is just like lay your paper on top of it and catch what you catch, and we'll have a little circle design like so. The other thing is, if you can manage it, is to get some of the bubbles out and lay the bubbles on your paper, and then when they dry they leave like a little bubble design. Let me get some more. And this is messy, so I'm gonna do another one. It's very messy. So the paper underneath all this right here, it will end up being a background paper also, because I realized I was splattering so much all over my workspace. And now see, it's gotten my little placemat all splattery. All right, I'm going to take these leftover bubbles now and try to scoop some of them onto my page like I did right there. Oh, let's try the spoon. Maybe the spoon will work a little better. Now see, they don't want to come off of the spoon. I wonder if they would come off of a plastic spoon better. But right now I have my cats both kind of out of my room so that they don't come in here and mess it up. So I started out with the yellow. Actually, I didn't. I started out with this color, and I have some in my bathroom drying because I'm having to be careful because of the cats. And so I ended up just taking them, closing the door on them so I could do this without them getting into the paint and then getting the paint everywhere in the house. This will actually end up making a pretty cool little background page. But so I started with the yellow, added some blue to it, and ended up, you know, that's not good. Okay, clean that. All right, pause. Well, there you go. Fussing about my cats making a mess, and I made plenty of my own mess without the help of the cats. That's what happens when my desk is a mess. So here's one I did earlier. It just has the blue. Here's one with the blue and the yellow and the green. And here's another one with blue, yellow, and green. So those are drying. But you can kind of see the bubble pattern in these. So it kind of makes a cool pattern. And then I did some on a book page. This one kind of got smeared a little bit, but it's okay. Let's try to make sure my clock's still going. My video's still going. Again, so this is the hashtag ABC April 2026. I'm using household items to do handmade type projects. Let's just swirl that loose stuff that I kind of spilled around a little bit. We'll let this page dry. And then I had some other colors, but I'm afraid to try to leave my room to go get them out of the bathroom because I don't want the cats to come in here. Again, like I'm making plenty of mess by myself without the cats. All right, so now I'm probably through with the blue and the green. Do I dare step out of the room? I'm probably going to come back later and make some pink, but I wanted to try yellow again with some red, yellow and red. So I think I'm going to start with yellow by itself again. Let me get some more paper. A couple more pieces of paper here. I don't know. I might just leave that one with the blue. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right, I need a couple pieces of paper to work on. I'll get some book pages here. Let's get a music book page. And a couple music book pages here underneath for the underneath. All right, and just a regular book page over here on the side. Okay. All right, and then I have a piece I'm going to work on. Oh, where'd my yellow go that I was getting ready to use? It's not this one. This is the empty one. Good job, Kim. Kimberly, where'd you put your yellow? I know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, some dish soap. Some water. And some yellow. Yellow. And to get a vibrant yellow, it takes quite a bit of yellow paint to do that. All right, and I don't know about my straw because it's got blue on it. Let me see if I can clean it off here in my cracker in a little bit. I don't really want to get an odd color. Allergies. I mean, the pollen's been around for a while, and it had kind of gotten better because we had some rain and kind of got cool weather again. But coughing more now. The allergies seem to be, must be whatever's blooming right now bothers me more. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to just try to do a couple pages with yellow. Let's see how this works. It might not be vibrant enough of a color. I might still have to add some more. Yeah, it's very kind of pale. Let's see if this is the same. So I got one bottle of it that's pretty much empty. All right. And I know I've got some more acrylics somewhere, but right now, this was all I could put my hands on today. Just remember, blow in, don't sip out. Okay, my video is still going. I swear I think I have my camera turned the wrong way. Hopefully I can fix it. Or we might have an upside down video. Still not as vibrant as I would like it to be. Let's add some brighter stuff right off my straw. Oh yeah, that brought some vibrancy out. Just try to spoon some on there. got some on there. Let's do this. Oh, I just stuck my hand in some bubbles. It's all right. I stuck my hand in some bubbles, but it's okay. I did it again. All right. So we got a couple yellows on this page. I'll do another page with some yellow. Set that one aside. If you don't let your paper get too wet, they dry pretty quickly. Let's try this. So that works sometimes, just a scoop technique. Let's try it again. Scoop technique. This time I'm gonna do my big circle again. Let's do it right here. Let's see. Let's go again. Now, I wasn't real successful, I don't think, mixing my yellow and blue earlier to make my green. I wasn't real happy with it. But let's see if my yellow and red is any better than my yellow and blue were. Okay, got those. All right, so now, well, let me do some scoopies a little bit since I have some here. Let's grab the spoon here and try to scoop out some bubbles on here. I should put some on that other page too. Oh, some good bubbles. Put some on here. Ooh, come back. Let me move this one out of the way. I have to spread them out so I don't mess up any of my earlier bubbles from something. All right. Okay, yellow. All right. Now we'll try adding some red and see if I can get some orange to the mix here. So a minute ago I did it and I didn't think it was going to take a lot of blue to get the green, but it did. It took me a good bit of blue to get it to turn green, which I was surprised. And this one I might have used too much red. It's not really going to be an orange, but it's not a bad color. It's kind of a coral. And it was weird when I added the acrylic, and it's happening this time too. My bubbles are like more dense or something. But I do kind of like that color. Put it with the blue over here. I do have a blue page over here. I might wait till I get the solid red and I'll have some red, white, and blue. All right, here we go. Bubbles. See how the bubbles seem to be more dense? All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. I got to get them up high enough to be on the, coming up off the cup. All right, I'll get this other one over here where I can reach it. I do think I like this better than my blue and green. Oh, come on, scoop over there. Scoop on there. Well, that didn't work so good. All right, I'll just do the other one. Put it right here. Placemat. Okay. Another one. I wonder how that coral color will look with this other blue I did. That looked pretty good. Put you right here. Okay. Let's see. Try to put some of these bubbles on here. Just wanted to try that out for the heck of it. All right, now I'm going to go with a pure red. I'll set this one to the side somewhere. Again, I'm running out of space. Let's put you there. No more spillage, Kim. No more spillage. So this is my last cup. So this is it. We're going to do the solid, the brighter red, more brilliant red. Hopefully it will actually be a more brilliant red. Let's see if I have any water left. Yeah, a little bit, not much. This is my Squirt the Cat bottles. It doesn't work. At least it doesn't for Ivy, bless her heart. She does not. It doesn't faze her. She doesn't really like it, but she just jumps up wherever it was any old way. It's like, oh well, okay, she might squirt me, or maybe she doesn't remember I squirt her. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to be just the red. This was just red acrylic paint. Shake it up real good. We'll see what it does, just plain red, if it's actually more brilliant of a red than the red-yellow mixture was. We'll find out, won't we? Okay, it doesn't look like it's a whole lot more red than the other one was, really. I mean, it's different, but it's not like Christmas red. I'm gonna put it on with this blue page. It's just the blue that I haven't added any other color to. And I'm gonna leave those other ones. Okay. Look at that design though. Isn't that cool? With the bubbles. Pretty cool. So this will go in my patriotic journal whenever I get started on it. This has got the patriotic red, white, and blue. Even though it's not a brilliant red, white, and blue, it's cool enough. Put you right here. Oh, I got some good bubbles going there. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to get some more decent bubbles going on this paper. Hang on. Right, with just using my spoon. Oh, let's get on my placemat again. Okay, let's see. Come on. Go off. Go on there. There you go. Oh, I've got it too wet though. It's gonna end up being too wet. Let's see. Put some on this one. Get my slide you over. This pull-out thing on my desk. I keep forgetting I got it. Get some more bubbles. So I don't know if you can see it, but when I was blowing just now, I got a little bit of splatter, and so it splattered over here a little bit, which is kind of cool too. I kind of like that. So it's actually splattering all over stuff. Okay, just a few extra pieces on that one. And we'll do a couple little extra bits here. I don't know how much I'm in the camera over there. A little bit. I saw a little bit. Okay. So that, and I'll tell you what I will do, just for the heck of it. Let me get, because I got more paper sitting here too, and I have this ink here. I might as well do it. I'll pick up one piece of paper. Let's just do, get some bubbles. Where'd you lay your straw? There it is. Go on over there. Go over there. Go over there. Scoop her up. A little bit of scoopage. Go. See ink all over my hands, or paint, whatever it is. Let's pull that up. Okay. Let's put you. Trying to find a place to hold my paper. Out getting ink all over my hands. Okay, here we go. All right, so that was red. And I have some green here still. Move the blue over. Let's try to get some green. Get as much of that off my straw as I can. Okay. It's more of a blue-green, but it's a little green. So for Christmas. Not the best green in the world, but it's not horrible. Okay. bubbles here and some bubbles just around about on the page. So here's a red and green for Christmas. Those bubbles are going to dry really cool, but they might take a while. I think they're going to dry really cool. All right. I didn't do any red bubbles like that. I'll do a couple of those. I'm sorry if y'all can't see if I'm going off the page. I'm just trying to get some of this pretty bubblage on here. I might try to get some on this red and blue one. So this was sitting and it was kind of leaned up, so it like rolled down and left that kind of glob right there. And I'm going to try to add some bubbles to this, some of these dense bubbles. See if they do what they do on top of that. That'll be kind of interesting. All right, so we'll let these dry and we'll come back and look at them another day. So this is part of my handmade stuff. Handmade for the letter H, handmade, homemade designs and papers. I had a couple other things I was gonna do. Let me see how long my video is and if I have anything dry that I can work with, because I'll need something dry to do this next part of what I was thinking about. I'm running out of places to set things. All right, let me go check real quick if I have something dry, and I'll pause my video for a sec. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Kim's Creation and Card Ministry. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit. I said I was going to show you a couple other things. Don't know. I just picked this up. So a minute ago when I had my spill, and I used this paper towel to clean up most of my spill, and it's just still pretty wet in the trash can. So I was just curious if I blob it on my page around and about. You know what? Let's see how this looks. Look at that, y'all. Ha! Homemade flowers. If I had thought about the flower to begin with, that one could have been a flower. To see if I have more paper again. That one not so much. Let me go get another piece of paper. And then I could put like a little center in those with something. Another color. Oh, get some more paper. More paper. I hear you, kitty. I know. That's pretty cool. So let's use my blob of a mess. Use my mess to create some one-of-a-kind art here. Okay. I'm not having a good grip on my... I have to figure out a good way to hold it to get the design I'm looking for, because I kind of lost it. Yeah, I've lost my design. Okay. That one's pretty good. It's more like a starfish. But at any rate, it'll make some nice background paper, I think. Let me try. So originally what I was going to do with this was just something like this. Just scrape it across my paper. It's a mixture of soap, because it's got the dish soap in it, remember, because I used it to make bubbles. So it's dish soap and blue paint. But, and then if I use different shades, get different shades and textures out of that, that'd be kind of cool for background paper. Yeah, so you see the different, because you can see the different darks and lights. Let me do another one. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Let's do like swishes this time. Circle-y swishes instead of straight swishies. I'm gonna have to do a little straight. And then go in with the blobs. Do the blobs now. Ooh, if you squeeze it kind of hard and it comes, the really darker pieces come out. So, ready to make a mess. That's gonna be a pretty background paper, y'all. I don't want to go and add some more to this. Some extra on that page. And what about this starfish one? The one's a little more like starfishes. Let's add some to that one too. Because I love blue. Blue's my favorite color. Blues, any, you know, in the shade of the blue or the oceans. Blue, greens, aquas. My favorite colors. I mostly feel like I'm mostly soap now in my paper towel. It's kind of interesting. Well, let's try some blobs around the edges. See if I can still get something out of this. I'm still getting a little bit. I don't think I have a lot of ink left. But that was kind of cool to take my spill and turn it into something pretty. So if you missed the spill, go back to the beginning of the video and find where I spilled ink, where I spilled paint water everywhere. Because, and some kind of went off over here. All right, so some of my papers have dried a little bit. Here's this one. You can see a little bit, especially in this green, because remember the green was more dense bubbles. You can see some bubbles in this blue too, and more. So that was on the book page. Here it is on this one. You can really see there's some good bubble definition in here. And then this one, lots of good bubble definition. Again, especially with the green paints. This is the mixture of the blue and the green. Is this red one dry? This one's not quite dry, but you can see some of that texture forming on it. And right there is pretty good. We're getting some. It's not quite dry though. Let me look at this one. This one's still got some wet spots. Forget you got. There's some good red yellow blend going on right there and getting a little bit of orange. This one's not quite dry. I don't want to mess with it too much and mess it up. Look at that green definition on that, y'all. With all those bubbles. It's just crazy. Again, it's still wet though. I don't want to do anything to it. Oh no, I set a paper in that. That's the other side. But this one ended up getting some red on it, but that's okay. Because I set it in this. Remember the blob that moved? So there is gonna be some definition right here too when that dries if I don't keep messing it up. All right, so let me try to set it over here. All right, so I want to work. These are 3 pieces here are mostly dry. In fact, finding my ABC hashtag, letter H for handmade, household items, using household items, things around the house. So far I've used dish soap, water, paint, acrylic paint, a straw, and paper. Oh, sorry, here's another piece of paper. And now I have a paper towel holder. Let me get some scissors here. These old scissors. I'm gonna just cut it off right here. And I'll cut another one while I'm standing here. So this is from a paper towel holder. Now, like I said, I've not done this, so it's new. I was wondering, do I have any paper plates or anything in here? I just don't want to leave my room because of the kitties. Use that. I do have. It's not like it use here. I hate to put. To have paper plates in this room with me, but I don't see any. Oh my goodness, that's what I need. I don't have any in here with me. Let me try. Okay, I got something here I think I can work with. I hate to put acrylic paint in it, but I'm going to, because this is one of my watercolor palettes, but I'm going to squirt some acrylic paint in it. All right, where did my blue go? I'm gonna start with this little piece because I may not like how this turns out, and I don't want to mess up these 2 pieces. And actually, I'll practice it first on a small piece of paper, like so. And we'll squirt some acrylic in here. I think if I go wash it right away, I can probably get it out. I'll put this right here. This is that navy blue. I think it's a navy. Yeah, it's a navy color. And I want to get my edges of my paper towel holder. We'll just see how it turns out, y'all. I may not have nearly enough ink either. I just want to do, yeah, I'm thinking I don't have enough ink. I was trying to just do some shapes, or even partial shapes. If I could get a full circle, it'd be nice. I think it kind of went wonky when I cut it. It lost its circular look. But that's okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm giving background pages, just using different things that are laying around my house, trying to get some different stuff going on. I'll just leave that. I end up getting my hands filthy if I try to do that. I hear the kitty. I hear you, baby. Mama hears a girl. And then when this dries, I could go back and do another color. I could do another shade of blue if I want to, or I can do red and try to get some more for that patriotic page. If I thought ahead of time, I could lay out a sheet and gone off the edges. But I don't want to make any more mess than what I already have in here. So now I'm going to try that on top of this and see how I'm liking it. Okay. They're not quite circles, but I'm okay with them. I hear you, kitty. It's all right. I know you want in here. I'll let you in just a little bit. Silly kitties. All right, I kind of like it. All right, I'm gonna try something different on this one. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do them more random, and I might link them a little bit, like link them up. So I have some blank space up here, so I want them up here. And I'm gonna kind of chain them together a little bit. All right, and then maybe right over here. Just fill in some of these spots that look like they need some stuff. It's like my Olympic rings right there. You could do the stamp off technique, and it's not quite as bright. A little more subtle there. I'm gonna run out of ink here in a second. Let's get it here, 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 here. Hey, baby. So, added a little bit more to that. And, oh yeah, so this page, when I pulled it out a minute ago, I didn't realize it. This was my mess page, the page that I had my cups sitting on. So, it was kind of like the page that got all the stuff spilled on it. So, it looks kind of cool. There's just a little bit of ink on my thing here. So I'm pretty much about used it all. I'm just getting a couple on this page. Let's get one right here. One here. So they're very faint on there, because that's not quite, again, that's not quite dry. So I think I kind of like, out of this technique. All right, so here's the ones I did. Well, find a place to lay this now. Hang on. So I took my first page, and I think I'll come in and add some more color to this later when this one dries. So just put them on my paper and kind of like staggered rows. And then I staggered my rows with the other stuff in the background, which I'm not liking this one as much. It's cool, but I don't like it as much as I like the more randomness of this one. And then on this one, I just like used my very leftover paint and did very subtle circles. I really like the subtle ones. So these are my favorites. But anyway, so let's see what else I've got here going on. So again, this was another page that was my mess. And so it's kind of cool because it's got all kinds of splatters and stuff on it, and it's almost dry. Did I do anything? This is the page that I spilled on initially, but because it was so watered down with all the other stuff, and then I blotted it up. And it's still wet. I haven't done anything extra to that. Let's see what else we got here. Anything else that's dried? This one's still a little wet. This one's still a little wet. Several of these are still wet. Close this up. Keep dropping stuff. And here's another splatter page that I had. So I had that one and this one. Now these don't have hardly anything on them, but I could certainly add some stuff to them to give them more. This one has something on the front and the back. To give it, I might add some stuff to them just to give them more stuff. This one's still pretty wet, especially where that bubble of ink moved. I feel like I need to add some more blue to this, but I'm gonna have to wait till it dries and I'll add some more blue. Doing some, maybe the subtle circles with the blue paint. And then my red and my green is almost dry, not quite. I'm really kind of happy with this page. I wasn't planning on doing a Christmas one, but I'm kind of happy with it. This one's still a little wet, especially that big blob of yellow right there. There's little spots here and there still wet, but they're going to be kind of cool when they dry. Here's another page that just kind of got a little bit splattered on it, so I'll probably add some more stuff to it also once it finally dries. So I think that was everything. That's kind of all I had planned. I had planned on doing some bubble blowing stuff. There's other things other bubble blowing techniques you can use. And because I spilled, I ended up doing some extra art with these pages. Look at the textures and the colors in those. It's kind of cool. So they turned out kind of nice too. So anyway, let me pull this back out again so we can see Kim's Creations and Card Ministries. This is hashtag ABC April 2026, using the letter H today for household and handmade things. I'm doing this with Margaret with Seven Plaza and Tony with Crafting with Tony. Oh, let me find it again. And they both have YouTube. I found this on the web. Whoops. Come on, Siri, go away. Siri, go away. All right, let's see. Where is it? Library. There it is. Okay, Seven Plaza. SEVENPLAZA and Crafty by Tony, TONI. They are the ones that are running this little challenge, ABC April 2026. So today, the 9th is letter H. Tomorrow, the 10th is letter I. I don't know if I'll do anything for I or not, but Margaret will be on Seven Plaza. So check hers out because it's her day tomorrow. Thank you again so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas, please go ahead and make a comment. Leave that for me. Like my page if you haven't already. Done a thumbs up and subscribe, please. Trying to get my viewership up, and I'd much appreciate it if you share my page with other people. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye bye.